All right, so the Hoapa hydrogen hockey stick. I'm not gonna talk about the full stick. I just want to talk about the Hoapa ODR blade, which is really interesting. Maybe do the stick later on, but yeah, just want to talk about the ODR blade. Yeah, top right. I usually like just like zoom in, shift, and then like picture. I do have a picture explaining this thing from Hopa's website. So what really is interesting about the Hopa ODR blade is that it's basically a standard traditional ice hockey blade, but for the last like third or quarter of the blade, this one's worn down so you can't see it properly, but for the last third or the quarter of the blade, it's basically just fiberglass or some sort of material that you can wear down. So it's not gonna like crack open like regular ice hockey sticks when you use them right away outside. This one for, again, like maybe a quarter of the blade is gonna last. And you can actually like stick handle and shoot fine, and it's not gonna crack right away. So in terms of how it feels exactly how a regular ice hockey stick would when you first use it on the concrete, which is amazing, and I'm pretty sure you can't do that with any other stick. You can sort of do that with ABS blades, but most ABS blades, except for the Pro Carbon that I know of, are very soft when you shoot pucks, when you want to train outside in the summer shooting pucks. The blade tends to open up. It's not very stiff. So again, most ABS blades too soft to use for pucks, but this is definitely the curve to, or not curve, the blade to use if you want to train outside. Because now you can use your exact same curve that you would normally use in a game. For example, me, this is P88. This is a two-piece also. But for me, I can train with this exact same setup that I have that I would normally use for my indoor or ice hockey games. So that way there's a complete zero like kind of transfer over. You're not using a heavier shaft with an ABS blade, it just feels heavier. Doesn't feel exactly the same, but this way you can use your exact same game stick outside. So when it comes to durability, it's not going to be the most durable. In my experience, between all the ABS blades that I've tested, this is the least durable. And then on the flip side, this is the most, has the most performance benefits. It feels the best out of all the ABS blades I've tried. So you have to weigh that option there. It feels the best, performs the best, but it doesn't last as long as any other ABS blade. It lasts the least. So I'll show a better picture up on the screen, but there is a line here on both sides, on the forehand and the backhand. It says here, replace blade after this point. Now, even though I'm still technically using it, the foams and the insides of the stick that you would normally see on an ice hockey stick already started to show after maybe about 3 or 4 skates, which was very concerning and disappointing because I thought it would last till, you know, this line. So the actual whatever material they use for like the ODR stuff, it actually doesn't go all the way to this line. It's way before. Now, even though you might see the insides of the stick or the blade come out after like a few sessions, you can still use it. It still feels fine, feels great. But at some point you're gonna hit a wall and the blade is just gonna start to break on you and get softer, kind of like how if you were to shoot those soft ABS blades. So right now, it doesn't feel as nice as it did before because you can just see the insides. It's kind of like I said, normal ice hockey stick where it just gets a bit flimsy. But I can still stick handle, I can still somewhat shoot, maybe at like 80%, 70% power. But I do notice that when I really lean into my shots, the blade opens up and my shots are inaccurate. I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. I can feel the blade moving on me, less accurate. I think it's done. Maybe let's try some ASMR thing. Let's experiment with this. So Okay, yeah, mic's still here. So yeah, this stuff, the actual ODR stuff, oh, I should probably be talking here. The actual ODR stuff feels nice to stick handle on. Doesn't feel as nice as the ABS blades where it's completely smooth, kind of basically feels like ice. This stuff isn't as nice, but it's still doable. But once you hit the actual like foam and the carbon here, it just feels like a regular yucky, flimsy stick. But if you can hear it, yeah, that sounds like a regular ice hockey stick. But the ODR stuff sounds a lot better, and it's just, yeah, it feels nicer. Not as nice as an ABS blade, but definitely for the weight being it lighter and it's your actual game curve and stick, nothing can compare to it. So Hoapa does have a 2-piece and a 1-piece option. So if you do go this route, you can get a 2-piece option, and then you can keep getting new blades when they wear down, kind of like how an ABS and shaft combo work. Again, it is a bit pricey. I won't dive into it completely how much the price is because we have 2 different types of blade constructions, and there's always a 25% discount floating around, like a Christmas discount, a Thanksgiving discount. There's always some sort of discount going along. So I won't dive into price, but it is definitely a lot more expensive than regular ABS blades. But if you do go this route, you won't be disappointed in terms of performance. It feels amazing. Again, you can use your game stick. It'll feel exactly the same. The only downside is that doesn't last as long, nowhere near ABS blades. But again, the longevity exactly doesn't last as long. But it feels the best. Don't get me wrong, it feels the best because it's your game stick. You can't go wrong with it. There's no like, oh, I'm gonna use my heavier outdoor ABS stick. Like, no, this is it, your game stick. So that part I really love. I don't think any other company does that. So this is really neat. Definitely check them out if you can. Yeah, absolutely love the Hoapa ODR blades. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll get to them as soon as possible. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Okay, I never know how to start, so I'll just start. Maybe that should be the intro of the video and what I'm saying now, or whatever. I'll come over to see how far away I am. Okay.